This evening, it'll be the visiting team facing off against the hometown Fairmont Cardinals.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Martin County Arena for tonight's matchup between your hometown Fairmont Cardinals versus the Proctor Rails. Please remember, the Martin County Arena is a zero-tolerance facility. Good sportsmanship amongst players and fans and board finance officials is expected at all times.
All right, welcome everybody. About to begin the third game of the tournament for the Rails. We'll be facing off against the home team, Fairmont Cardinals. Looking to extend their win streak here tonight. Slightly different position this evening. We still do have trouble seeing that far near side corner in the Rails ends, but we should be able to see almost the entire corner over on this side. So we'll see if this works out better for us overall. Opening puck drop, center ice is going to be taken by Ryder. It's lost and then immediately regained by Brendan. He bounces it off the boards into the zone. Immediately cleared back out, picked up by Stan. Loose puck in neutral ice. Fairmont's on a break. Shot, gloved and dropped by Gavin. It's pushed into the far corner. Picked up by Brendan. Pass attempt all the way up. Turned up as icing in a face-off in the Rails end. Draw tip to the corner. Matt picks it up, puts it behind his own net. Reverses, goes back, dumps it back to the far corner. Just past Charlie there. Cardinals able to put it back in behind the net. Matt around, loses the puck to a Cardinals forechecker. Shot on net. Gavin kicks out aside, back into the near face-off circle here. Brendan able to get that to the line but not out. Picks it up again. Forecheck knocks it back in towards the net. And fumbled puck, and Fairmont scores the opening goal just a minute and 10 seconds into the period. $13:50 remains in the first period. Fairmont jumps out to the early lead. Declan wins that one cleanly, tries to poke check it around. Jace is able to get it in. Shot off the blocker into the corner. Fairmont trying to get it back out of the zone here. Bria is able to poke check it and then it gets popped out. Jace will give Corral the puck there, gets it up to Bria, not able to handle it cleanly. Declan picks this one up, runs into Bria, but able to dump it in. Bria holds the point. Declan and Bria giving chase there. Bria up to Declan. Centering pass is thwarted. Bria picks up that loose puck. A shot ends up almost on net. Clearing attempt blocked by Jace. Puck is up to the near circle and the Cardinals are back out. A shot steered towards the net and Gavin will smother it. Defensive zone draw being taken by Ryder here. It's one back to the corner. Charlie will pick that up and around behind his own net. Dumps that out of the zone. That's going to be probably enough for icing here. And the Rails will take another defensive zone draw. Draws one by the Cardinals. Puck's loose in the slot. It's tipped up by Matt. Rux picks that one up. He's able to get it out of the zone despite the bumpy net at the line. And Matt almost gets sprung loose there. Shot ends up on net. Held at the point by Ruxin. Ruxin down the wall here. He's near the corner. Centers to Ryder. Doesn't quite connect. That puck will end up back out of the zone. Matt will regroup. Matt takes a look. He's back in the zone on his own here. Around most of the defenders. Fires, shot, and goal. It was a snipe over the glove shoulder of Fairmont. That ties the game. Face-offs won by the Cardinals. Picked up by Bria and dunked into the zone. No icing called on that. As Declan gets chased in the corner. Jace picks that one up in the circle. Fires that on net. It's trapped by the Cardinals goaltender. We'll have an offensive zone draw for the Rails. 11:48 remains in the first period. Game is tied at 1. Declan wins this draw. Bria tips it forward. The clearing attempt doesn't make it past the half wall there. Declan, nifty move around the defender. Tries to go higher to the short side. Hits the goalie in the mask. Gets back in the corner. Cardinals trying to get back out of the zone. Cardinals forward loses that puck. Stanley picks it up. Stanley hands off to Declan. Declan around 1. That shot ends up wide. Jace tries to pick this up in the corner. He's got this one. Declan giving an assist there. Clearing attempt is held in by Griffin at the point as he pinches down the half wall. Puck gets past Griffin there. Cardinals are out 2-on-1 against Stanley. Centering attempt does not connect. Ends up in the near corner. Around behind his own net is Stanley. Puck's held in. Shot goes wide. Griffin to go collect this in his own corner. Chips that around the defender. Jason picked this up at neutral ice. They're in 3-on-2 on the defense. Jace tries to center. Gets cleared to the corner. Jace picks this one up next to the net. Fires that one off the pad. Declan back to the point. Matt has this one. Fires that one wide of the net as well. Rio with a shot goes off the goaltender's pad and back into the corner. Clearing attempt comes to the point here. Charlie's able to keep that in temporarily. The Cardinals are back out. Charlie able to break that up the blue line. Declan picks up the puck and he's back out of the zone. He's got Jace on his wing. Oh, nifty forehand backhand, tucks it short side. Rails lead 2-1. 9:46 remains in the first period. Pardon. Rails take their first lead of the game on a nifty little forehand backhand by Declan. Draws loose at center ice there. Picked up by Rux. He'll bring that in onside. Centers that all the way over to Brendan. Brendan fires, hits a goalie right in the breadbasket, and that'll be smothered for an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Cardinals win that draw, and they're able to clear the zone. Stanley's back to collect this at his own blue line. Clearing attempt is deflected and kept into the zone. Loose puck in the circle. Centering attempt doesn't connect. Stanley able to take this one. Drawn a defender, gets tripped in the process. An immediate whistle from the referee will halt play. Rails will go on the first power play of the game. 9:14 remains in the first period. Declan wins this draw. He's clear. Shot attempt gets blocked. It's into the corner. Centering pass connects with Bria in the high slot. Shot is kicked aside. Declan collects in the corner again. Centering attempt hits the side of the net. Puck is still loose. Get a whistle anyways. We'll have an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Puck's loose in the circle. It gets played back to Stanley, who dumps it down in the corner. Declan with the centering attempt. That is a goal for Jace. Should be Jace from Declan and Stanley. Rails lead 3-1. 8:38 remaining in the first period. Matt picks this up at the blue line. Pass off the wall, doesn't connect with Brooks. Cardinals dump it back down. This will end up icing. We'll have an offensive zone draw with 8:24 remaining in the first period.
6:22 in the first period. We have the goal scored by number 20, Jace Ledley, assisted by number 7, Declan Hodges.
Offensive draw being taken by Ryder. Ryder wins that back to Charlie. Charlie fires that on net and is kicked aside. Brendan gives chase in the corner. He's able to pick that one up. He centers. Ryder misses. Rux picks this up. Oh, just misses it at the half wall. Cardinals are back out. Ryder with some good back pressure there is able to take the puck away. Dumps it back into the zone. The Cardinals will skate it back out. Charlie with an aggressive play in the neutral zone doesn't quite connect. Matt will collect that in the far face-off circle around behind his own net. Picks his head up, hits Brendan at the blue line, who's unable to control. Ryder wins the foot race. He's in 1-on-0 on the goaltender. Saved and kicked to the corner. Charlie holds the point temporarily. Oh, he's able to get it back deep again. It's into the face-off circle. Charlie steps up one more time. Puck is still loose. Matt will pick that up and regroup and neutral ice. Back in on sides at the blue line. Goes to the skates to the center. Loses the puck. Tries to put a backhand on net. That one doesn't work. And Ryder backhands off the back of the goalie and into the net. That should be a Ryder from Matt. 7:18 remains in the first period. Rails now lead 4-1. Face-off's won by the Cardinals. Jace over skates. We're going to have offsides here. It'll be a neutral zone draw. For those of you keeping score at home, your eyes are not failing you. Fairmont is skating only 7 due to some illness this weekend. Puck's into the zone. Declan has control. Down into the corner there. Still fighting for the puck behind the net. He's able to get it out to Jace. Jace isn't able to put that on net. He's back into his own corner. Centering attempt doesn't quite connect. Stanley pinches from the point. Griff puts it back down into the corner. Declan trips himself over Jace, it appears. Griff tries to hold the point. The puck sneaks by him. He is able to get back to it in time, however. Declan will give pressure at the point. Half wall, skating out with it is Jace. He tries to pass to Bria. Bria is unable to pick that one up. Jace has the puck again. The centering attempt does not connect with Bria. Bria puts it down into the corner for Declan. Declan from behind the net here. Centers it to Jace. It doesn't connect. Stanley steps up, puts a shot on net, and that's deflected over the net by the goaltender. Jace trying to get back to Declan to Stanley one more time. Cardinals are back out of the zone. 2-on-2 at the blue line. Stanley with Chase in his own corner. Puts that up. Jace gets a piece of it here. He'll put the pressure on the half wall there. Bria intercepts. Declan picks this up in the corner. Spins past one defender. Loses the puck. Stanley catches this one at the top of the circle. Still has possession. Dumps it down. Jace tries to center that one. It's deflects off the defender's skate. Declan now picks it up. Around behind the net. Centers out to Bria. Bria puts a shot on net. It's kicked aside by the goaltender. Backhand centering attempt by Jace doesn't connect. A good pinch by Stanley holds the zone. Bria puts it deep. Declan picks this back up. Centers it to Bria. Bria puts a shot on. That's stick saved by the goaltender. The puck is cleared. Griff tries to sweep it across here. Matt will give chase. And the Cardinals dump it in. Matt's going to pick this up behind his own net to skate around. He takes a look. He gets it just past Bria. It's tipped. Not going to be far enough for icing. Matt pinches down the half wall, picks this up in the corner. He's going to skate down towards the net. Centers it to Jace, unable to connect on that one. Matt then tips it back into the face-off dot. Declan picks this one up. Down below the goal line, around the net. Backhand centering attempt is thwarted. He maintains control in the corner there, however. Clearing attempt. Charlie steps up at the blue line. It does get past him. Matt will collect in center ice. Circles back into his own end here. He's unable to get around the Cardinals forechecker initially, but he comes back, still has control of the puck, and he's back to neutral ice. Shot on goal, hits the goaltender in the shoulder, stick aside. Jace in the face-off dot gets run into there. Ryder comes away with the puck. His centering attempt, doesn't quite get over the goaltender's pad by Bria. The puck is loose in the crease, still fighting for it. The Cardinals will clear it to the sidewall. Bria tips it back down towards the corner. Ryder steps up, picks up that puck in the corner. Backhand centering to Jace, who tips it to Bria. Bria scores. That should be Bria from Jace and Ryder. 3:22 remains in the first period. Ryder wins the face-off draw from neutral ice. He's around the defenders here. He's out front. 5-hole attempt. That gets kicked aside. Ruxin tries a backhand shot that hits the side of the net. Brendan picks it up at the half wall. It's around one defender. Fires that on net. Ends up wide. Stanley beats the Cardinals defender to the puck there on the half wall. Stanley keeps the puck from getting out of the zone, but his pass to Griffin is just off. The Rails give chase here again. Hold the zone. Brendan picks this one up. He's around a defender. Fires that one high. Stick save. Ends up behind the net. Ruxin, centering pass, is thwarted by the goaltender's stick as well. Stanley unable to hold the zone here. He's going to get chased into the neutral zone. Stanley all the way back behind his own net here as the Rails regroup. Fires that up. It's going to get held in at the point by the Cardinals. It's actually makes it past them. Rocks and Brendan are 2-on-1 here at the blue line. The centering pass to Brendan. Brendan fires that one well wide. Stanley pinches from the point. The centering attempt doesn't quite make it, and he dumps it down into the corner. Rocks behind the net giving chase. Rocks in a board battle there, unable to pick up the puck. He knocks that one into the corner. Ryder picks it up. Ryder still has the puck, comes around in front of the net. Initial shot is saved. Rebound ends up into the back of the net. That should be Ryder unassisted. .132 remains in the first period. Because we have reached a 5-goal differential, we will be in running time until the differential has been closed to 3. Initial face-off is won, dumped down by Bria. Jace steals it from one of the Cardinals. Bria holds the line there initially. The Cardinals are back out. Cross-ice pass misses its mark. Matt picks this up on the half wall. Sends it around behind his net. Charlie just misses it there. Declan picks that up, gets it to Bria just outside the zone. Declan and Bria are back out of it. Jace waiting at the blue line. They're in 2-on-0. Bria with a shot that ends up wide. Jace tries to stick lift, doesn't quite work. Matt pitches at the point, gets it around the defender there, and Declan picks it up into the face-off circle here. He goes round 1, round 2, pushes that one wide. Bria centers this. Doesn't connect. Declan picks this up, tries a backhand shot. His poke checked away by the goaltender, ends up in the corner. Jace at the half wall picks this one up, tries to get into the face-off circle, loses it to the Cardinals. Matt holds the zone at the blue line just temporarily. He'll regroup and neutral ice. They're back on sides, Matt's back in, and that's the end of the first period. After 1, the Rails lead 6-1. Shots on goal favoring the Rails 24-4. Four shots for the Cardinals, with a first period save total of 3 for Gavin, and a first period save total for the Cardinals goalie of 18. All right, we have switched ends here, and we're about to start the second period. Matt's going to take the opening draw. He wins this one back to Declan. The puck is dumped in. Will be icing on the Rails. We'll have a defensive zone draw just 9 seconds into the second period. Defensive zone draw will be taken by Matt again. It's one back to the point for the for the Cardinals. Shot on net gets sticked aside by Gavin. Puck is dumped up ice by Jace. That ends up on net and in the goal. It's a goal for Jace. Jace dumped it from here and it ended up in the net. Jace, yeah. Just a minute into the second period, the Rails now lead 7-1. That puck, that dump in was from the Rail zone face-off circle. Just fooled their goaltender. Opening draw is one back to Griffin, who skates it out of the zone here. Griffin's in around, he puts a backhander on net. It's smothered by the goaltender. We'll have an offensive zone draw with 13-17 in running in the period. Puck's cleared out by the Cardinals. Brendan back on defense, puts it up the wall. It's going to end up down there for icing, and the Rails will have a defensive zone draw. 12.5 minutes left in the second period. Allie. If you want to, you can get Gavin and assist until you get to the corner.
What?
Matt wins that one down into the corner. There's no defender there, so Matt will pick it up himself. He's behind his own net. Chips it around to the corner. Jace knocks that one down in the face-off dot. Matt helps to collect. Declan back. Passes it up to Charlie, who chips it past the defender here. We're going to be in a foot race at the blue line. Cardinals able to clear back to the neutral zone. Declan picks that up, but his pocket is picked right at center ice. Cardinals are back 2-on-2. Shot on net is easily steered aside by Gavin. Declan picks that up from Jace behind his own net. Reverses back to the far corner. His clearing attempt is knocked down. Cardinals center that one. Doesn't connect. Declan, being tricky, skates right in front of the goaltender. Bria's back out of the zone here. She's in onside. Fires that one towards the net. The goaltender will glove that. And we'll have an offensive zone draw. 11:02 in running left in the second period. Apologies for that camera angle there for a bit. Offensive zone draw taken by Ryder here. It's won by the Cardinals. Centered. Jace picks that one up and puts it over the goaltender to make it 8. I didn't see the pass out of the corner. It was directly into Jace's tape and then up over the goalie's shoulder. Neutral zone draw, won by Ryder. He's in, loses it to the defender. Stanley picks that one up the line, fires a backhander that gets sticked aside by the goaltender. Ruxin fires a shot, and that's trapped in the goalie's gear, and we have a whistle for another offensive zone draw. 9:53 and ticking in that second period. Ryder battling for the loose puck in the face-off circle there. Cardinals come away with it. They tip it around Griff. We're 2-on-1 here, back on defense. Brendan breaks that up. Cross-ice pass picked up by Ruxin. Ruxin is in onsides. Sets up at the face-off circle, fires that one wide. May have caught blocker from the goaltender. Ryder around behind the net, doesn't quite make it. Cardinals try to clear to the point. Puck is out to neutral ice. Brendan giving chase here. Brendan dumps it back down. It's picked up by Rux. Onsides at the line. 3-on-2. Centering attempt gets knocked down. Ryder does pick it up. Fires that one wide. Stanley steps up, picks that one up in the corner. Around behind the net here. Centers to Rux. He's not able to corral it. Brendan back on defense. That puck will be dumped down from the Cardinals' own blue line. Does make it far enough. We'll have icing. And offensive zone draw for the Rails. 8:23 and moving. Matt will take this offensive zone draw. He's looking at Declan. See if he can make it work. Wins it back. Does tip it to Declan. Across to Jace. The shot gets blocked. Puck is chipped past. It's a foot race to the puck here. Declan ends up meeting with the Cardinal forechecker. Centering pass doesn't connect. Far circle picked up with the Cardinals. Charlie gets that one. Charlie able to get around those defenders. He's in the zone on sides. Charlie circles back. He's back into the face-off dot. He shoots that one. It goes up over the goalie's shoulder and into the net. Charlie gets a goal here. 7:24 left in the second period. Rails now lead 9-1. Matt to take the neutral zone draw here. Puck stuck in his feet. Gets it back to Charlie. Will take it up ice. In the zone onside. Loses his footing. Puck is cleared back to Declan, who fires it from the top of the circle. It's off the side of the net. Charlie behind the net passes it to Matt in the corner. Matt still in the corner, steps out front, tries to get it to Charlie. It doesn't connect. Bria winds and fires from the bottom of the face-off circle there. Clearing attempt by the Cardinals. Knocked down by Bria. Matt picks this up in front of the goaltender. Outweights the goalie. Is able to fire that in for his second goal of the game. Bria. I believe we'll have a goal for Matt from Bria. Ryder picks this one up. Unable to get around the goalie. Puck is squished to the corner. Cleared to the half wall here. Brennan picks that up, comes back to the top of his own zone. Down the slot to Ryder. Fires that one over the net. Ruxin picks this one up behind the net. Puck is knocked away from him. I believe Ryder was able to shove that into the net. 5:29 remains in the second period. Rails have extended their lead to 11-1. Allie, I think that was Ryder unassisted. Puck gets dumped back into the zone. B with the stick lift, gets the puck. Griffin able to sidestep the defender at the blue line. He's in 3-on-1, fires that one. It's sticked over the net. Ruxin picks that one up behind the net. Battling with them and centers it to Stanley. The shot is blocked. Brendan and Griff both retreat as this puck is dumped down into the zone. It won't be far enough for icing, so Griff can be forced to play. He goes around behind his own net, takes a look, dumps it off the sidewall. It's picked up by a Cardinal player. Centering attempt through the circle, it doesn't connect. Rux picks this one up. He's around the defender at the blue line. They're 3-on-2 at the line. Ruxin fires this one, ends up wide of the net. Stanley and Brendan trying to hold at the point. Puck does make it out. Cardinals are in onside. Ryder in a foot chase, picks that up before it gets to the net. clears it. Rux just misses, but he gets on his horse and he beats the defender back inside the zone. Fires that one, that ends up wide of the net. Stanley picks it up in the corner. Still has control in the circle as he comes around. He's into the high slot. Still has control. Along the half wall, he's back down to the goal line. Passes that to Rux. Doesn't quite connect. Rux will give chase in the near corner. Sends it back around to the far corner. Stanley back on this. Stanley around behind the net. Still controlling the puck. Stanley back behind the net one more time. Off the sidewall to Declan at the point. Declan from the top of the circle will fire that one. It gets deflected. Cardinals clear that, and it's going to be out of the zone. Cardinal forechecker picks this up at the blue line. Declan with a nice little defensive play. Ryder. Gavin will make a save. We'll have a defensive zone draw. 2:58 and ticking left in the second period. Ryder. Our official scorekeepers down below me are asking for clarification on the 11th goal. Matt wins that face-off draw back to the corner. Jace chips it up to Bria, who's able to clear the zone. Matt's going to give chase here. Puck is cleared back to Bria, who picks it up in the neutral zone. She's one-on-one here in the slot. Tries to get her on one defender. Centers it. Jace unable to put much on that. Ends up wide. This clearing attempt comes all the way down the other end. This is going to miss the goal. It's going to be far enough. We'll have icing on the Cardinals. Offensive zone draw. 2:07 remaining in the second period. Matt taking the offensive zone draw here. Cardinals win that one to the half wall. Matt around behind the net with the puck. He's got his head up, takes a look, tries to pass this one to Charlie at the point. Charlie back to Matt in the circle. The puck gets loose. Cardinals attempt to clear. Charlie chips it back into the zone, and they slap it back down. This will be icing again on the Cardinals for another offensive zone draw for the Rails. 1:17 and ticking in the second period. That draw is one. Ryder picks it up, goes into the corner with it. He takes a look. Slap shot attempt is failed by Rux, but the puck makes it back to Brendan, who passes it over to Griffin. And then back to Brendan. Brendan able to backhand that one to Ryder, who shoots it wide. Stanley picks that up in the corner. He stumbles and falls. Cardinals are back out. 3-on-2. Ruxin able to just get a stick on that one, knock it into the corner. He'll regroup in the corner here. He's around one. And they're heading back off ice. Headman pass tips off of Griffin's stick, ends up on Stanley's. Centering attempt just misses Griffin's stick at the crease. With 4 seconds left in the second period here. Centering attempt doesn't connect. After 2 periods of play, the Rails lead the Fairmont Cardinals 11-1. Two-period total shots for the Rails 38 for a game total saves of 29 for the Cardinals goaltender. Two-period total shots for the Cardinals is 7. Total of 6 saves for Gavin. All right, we're set to start this third period here. Matt to take the offensive zone, or the neutral zone draw, wins that back just past Charlie. He'll regroup and pick that up in the defensive zone. It's headman pass cross ice to Rux here in the neutral zone. Centers to Bria. Bria's in past the defense. Little hook. Matt picks that up in the offensive zone. Tries to center that one to Rux. Doesn't connect. Bria's going to pick this one up off the Cardinals clearing attempt. Puck ends up at the point. Charlie's able to knock that down. Chips it back down to the half wall. Puck is loose. Another clearing attempt. Ends up out of the zone. Charlie will have to regroup here. He fires that cross ring. Rux picks that up on sides. They're back into the zone efficiently. A centering pass to Matt. Matt tries to shovel a backhand shot that ends up well wide. Charlie again holds it in at the point. This gets back to Bria. Ooh, Bria gets knocked down at the on the half wall there. Roxon wasn't too happy about that. He lets the defender know. Matt picks this up in his own zone. Loses it, but Declan is able to cover up for him here. Goes around behind his own net. His pass hits headmans to Bria, who's at the blue line. She tips that in. She picks it up, skates around behind the net. Centers it, doesn't connect with Rux. Cardinals are able to clear back to the corner. Ruxon picks this one up. Backhands it to Bria in the slot, who was unable to fire the shot. Matt will pick this up out of the chaos. Matt circles back, passes it to Bria. Bria fires that one. Kick saved by the goaltender into the corner. Ruxon loses an edge in the corner there. Unable to control. Puck gets cleared up the half wall here. Declan not quite able to hold the zone. Charlie will collect that at his blue line. Declan run behind his own net, tries to sidestep a defender, ends up in the corner. Matt picks this one up on the half wall, tips it past the defender. He's back out of the zone. They're 3-on-1 here coming into the zone at the blue line. Matt with his head up, centers that, ends up behind both Ruxon and Bria. Ruxon picks it up on the half wall, passes that to the slot. Matt drops it over to Bria on the far side. She's unable to control, but she does center it back off the post. Matt with a poke check ends up wide. Bria back behind the net to Ruxon. Hits Matt in the slot. He kicks it with his skate, unable to control. Clearing attempt here. Griffin steps up, unable to corral. Cardinals are 3-on-1. That is offsides, as unfortunately the Cardinals step on the puck right at the blue line. That takes himself offside. 12-16 and ticking remaining in the third period. Score is still 11-1. Neutral zone draw initially won by the Cardinals. They're in down to the corner here. Stanley breaks up a centering attempt. Is back out. He'll be out of the zone. Rails are 5-on-1 at the blue line. Stanley steps around, hits the goalie right in the chest. He's able to smother it. We'll have an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Draws one back to Jace from Brendan. Jace fires that one. Top cheese. Another goal for the Rails. 10:52 remains and running. The score is now 12-1. Face-off's won by the Cardinals. They try to clear it. Ryder able to pick that puck up. He centers it to Brendan, who tips the puck wide. He's got the puck in the near corner here. Steps out in front of the net, loses control. It's cleared by the Cardinals. That'll make it outside the zone. Stanley going to pick this up on the back end. Circles at his own blue line up to Brendan. Brendan around the defender there. Brendan fires this one. and scores. We're now 13-1, 10 minutes of running. Matt wins this neutral zone draw, controls the puck at the center ice. He'll dump that in. I'll end up around behind the net. Ruck's giving chase here. He's the first one on the puck. Tips it around the Cardinals defender. Spin move to elude another one. Loses the puck to a defender there. Puck comes out in front of the net. Matt kicks away at it. The puck is cleared. Cardinals chip that out of the zone. Declan picks it up, circles back to his own blue line, picks his head up, tries to pass it to Matt, ends up on a Cardinal stick. They're into the zone on sides. Charlie able to cover up for him, passes that puck up to Ruxin, who loses his balance as he tips it into the zone. Cardinals will retrieve. That puck is cleared back out of the zone, misses Rux. Won't have enough to make it for icing. Declan picks that one up around behind his own net. He keeps skating. Rails 4-on-2 at the blue line there. Rux eludes everybody. Tries to tuck that in. The puck is loose in the crease. Rux tips it off the goaltender. Bria cleans up the remaining. We've got Bria scoring a goal from Ruxin and Declan. Puck in the neutral zone there. Jace just waiting until they're on sides. Passes up to Brendan, who's back in, dances around the defender. Puck gets loose and is smothered by the goaltender. Griff was looming in the crease there. Brendan to take the offensive zone draw, loses it to the corner there. Cardinals try to chip it out. Jace picks it up on the half wall, tips it over to Brendan. Brendan goes between the legs, not quite able to get it out. Jace centers to Griffin. Griffin gets smothered into the crease. Stanley pushes it back down into the corner. The Cardinals begin skating it back out of the zone. They pass it across ice. Pick it up on the far wall. Brendan holds it into the zone there. Chips it over to Jace, and then it gets poke checked out of the zone by the Cardinals. Ryder picks this one up, circles back to his own blue line. Back in. Dumps it back into the zone. Griff at the half wall, passes it over to Jace. Jace centers that one. It gets broken up by Cardinals. Stanley fires a shot that ends up just wide. Brendan will retrieve in the corner. Brendan centers. Griffin takes a shot, just fans on it, ends up in the far circle here. Jace taking another look, centers it over. Griffin unable to connect on that one as well. Stanley gets beat at the blue line. Ryder back covering. He'll loop back into his own end here. It's back out of the zone, tips it up. Stanley giving chase. Griffin also giving chase here. The puck is chipped out, collected by Stanley in his own zone. With his head up, he takes a look. Able to get it past that defender, around the next defender. Offside at the blue line. Apparently, Griff was in just a step early. 5:36 remains in the third period. It does appear that the Rails are doing their darndest to get Griff his first goal of the season here. The neutral zone draw is won by Cardinals, they chip it ahead. Declan dumps it back into the corner. Cardinals retrieve behind their own net. Chipped up the wall, held in by Charlie at the point. Ruxin tries to knock that down. Ruxin from Charlie fires that one off the mask. It ends up in the crease, and Declan's able to poke it in. I would say Declan from Rux and Charlie. Now 15-1, 4:33 and ticking. Neutral zone draws one back by the Cardinals into their own zone. They'll collect, chip it up. Unable to clear, is held in at the point by Declan. Matt collects this in the neutral zone. Ships that cross ice to Bria at neutral. Bria passes that to Rux at the blue line here. He sidesteps one, fires that one. It's deflected, but it gets sticked aside by the goaltender. Centering attempt from Declan doesn't connect with Bria. And Cardinals are back out. Charlie giving chase there. Matt also in the defensive zone. Gavin gloves that one down. Doesn't quite corral. Declan into the corner. Cardinal forward around one. Centers that. Matt is able to clear to the half wall here. Bria is going to give chase. That puck is dumped back into the corner. Picked up by Matt. Matt still behind his own net, dumps that off the half wall, gets out of the zone. Rux picks that one up, it's chipped back off his stick. The Cardinals will be offside at the line there. 2:48 and ticking left in the third period. Neutral zone draws one back by the rails. Griff up the wall. They're 3-on-1 at the line here. Griff in the circle fires that one, goes off the goaltender's stick, hits the netting behind, and we'll have an offensive zone draw for the rails. 2:12 remaining in this game. Faceoff's won by the rails. Brendan tries to center it to Griff. Puck's played to the corner. Back to the point by Jace. Stanley sends it to the corner. Puck ends up in the far corner there. Cardinals retrieve. Brendan knocks it down. His centering attempt doesn't quite make it, and the Cardinals clear the zone. They're going to be 3-on-2 here as Stanley is back. Ryder gets back. He knocks that puck loose, but it does get just wide of the net by that shot from the circle. Puck's at the half wall. Passed up to Ryder. They're 2-on-0 at the blue line. They'll be offside at the blue line. Neutral zone draws one by the Cardinals. They're 3-on-2 coming through the zone here. Declan with some good back pressure is able to break that up. Cardinals still into the zone here. They pass that into the slot. It's cleared by Charlie. Bria's going to give chase on this one. Gets over to Rux. Rux fires that one wide of the net. Bria takes out two defenders in the process. Declan into the corner there. Tries to control the puck along the wall. Fires it down behind the net. Bria's going to go collect. Centering pass doesn't make it to anybody. It's cleared by the defenders. Matt will chop this off the glass, back into the corner. Rux tries to tip it towards the net. Declan gives chase there. It ends up behind the net. Declan does corral. Declan gives it to Rocks, who fires it right into the breadbasket. That is the end of the game. The Proctor Rails defeat the Fairmont Cardinals 15-1. Game total shots for the Rails 51, 8 for the Cardinals, for a 3-period save total for Gavin of 7, 36 for the Cardinal goaltender. The Rails will be back in action tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Join us then as they take on Des Moines Peewee.